In the previous episode, we experienced the cloud hunting journey in Huangsufi district, exploring the unique identity of the Zhao people as well as the spectacular natural beauty of the western region of Hà Giang province. In this episode, let's join our team in Movac district, where the Hmong people live, and the border area of Huangsufi district, home to the Lachi people. Both communities live in high mountainous areas, yet have different customs and farming practices. So let's experience all of those interesting differences.
Wow, there's many rocks out here, and as you can see, there's lots of corn growing up from it. Coming in from Dongvan and Movac town, I've noticed a lot of the local people working here in these mountains. This rock-based farming is very special and not seen anywhere else in Vietnam. I'm very eager to learn the unique methods of the Hmong people and understand how they've managed to survive and even flourish in these very hard conditions.
The rock-based farming involves 17 ethnic groups in the Dongvan Karst Plateau Global Geopark, growing corn and other crops, raising animals, and caring for forests for several hundred years in the harsh, physical karst terrain. It has 4 districts comprising of Dongvan, Movac, Quang Ba, and Yen Minh, and 68 communes, all in the one province of Hà Giang. This is my second time in Movac district, and wandering around the villages, I met Za, a Hmong farmer working despite the heat of nearly 40 degrees Celsius. With a lot of questions about how people farm in the rocky terrain, I approached to give him a hand with the workload.
Hello, xin chào. It clearly doesn't like me as much. So hopefully I'm going to be able to help Zah here to plough the fields, and hopefully the red coloured shirt won't set the ox off. Hopefully we'll be the best of friends by the end of this. Okay?
Keeping the rope tight and straight are the two things to keep in mind if you want the ox to plough in one straight line.
Clearly the ox does not want to move at the moment, but he has done a lot of work today already, so well, here we go. He's very, very strong. Okay. I think this ox definitely doesn't react well to a Westerner in his farmland, and I think if I try too much more, I might destroy his lovely plants and his lovely corn here that he's going to harvest this year. So maybe it's not the best idea if I take over, and if I watch him do it, it's probably the best. Xin chào Za.
Chào anh.
So how are you feeling? You feeling tired?
Bình thường anh. Bò này cho nó nghỉ, nó nghỉ xong là một lúc tầm khoảng 30 phút là tiếp tục cải lại.
I'm very intrigued how you managed to grow so much corn on this real rocky terrain up in the mountains.
Bắt đầu từ tháng 12 cho đến tháng 2 là mùa nó rét. Thì bắt đầu gần hết tháng 2 thì mới bắt đầu trồng. Tháng 4, 2 tháng thì nó ấm lên thì ngô nó mới lớn nhanh được. Nó phát triển nhanh được. Thường ở đây là không có ruộng thì mình ngô là thứ ăn chính, với lại gia súc, mình với bò với gà vịt, tất cả một cái là đều là ngô hết.
So I'm wondering, why is it that you use an ox up here in the mountains, where I've seen in other places they much prefer to use buffaloes?
Trâu thì chân to, nó béo thì nó không đi chậm với bò. Và cái hốc đá này thì tuần đá thì bò thì nó nhẹ, chân tay nó nhẹ hơn, là đi nó nhanh hơn. Thì thường thì ở đây thì vùng cao ở đây thì nó rét quá thì trâu thì nó không chịu được, cho nên là mình nuôi bò.
My conversation with Zhang helped me understand how harsh it is for people here to farm. 17 ethnic groups in Dongvan Karst Plateau have been growing corn and other crops on these rocky terrains for several hundred years. Along mountainsides with many rock hollows in Movac, it's easy to catch the image of the Hmong women working their rocky fields, sowing corn seeds in the hollows. With the knowledge passing on through generations, the Hmong people here know how to make use of the limited land they have to grow corn on, which they also use as their main source of food.
If I look left, right, forward or backwards, it's just rocks everywhere, and really sharp rocks at that. And I'm absolutely astonished that people manage to harvest crops in these conditions. As you can see, much slower process than out on the fields with the ox. It will require much longer, and it'll be much more tiring, much harder on the back, and even more skill.
The livelihoods of about 100 households in the region rely mainly on growing corn with only one crop per year, as the hardened soil in the hollows turns unusable during the dry season. But due to the hardships they have to overcome, they have visible vitality and flourishing in the land where water has worn away the softer earth, leaving ravens and hollows. So it's not just a remarkable tourism attraction for its breathtaking landscape, but this land has its own way to impress any visitor. Among the magnificent natural landscape and lush terrace fields, I was stunned by the peaceful villages of the Hmong people. Wandering around the villages in the region, I can see that the four sides are all made of stones. The rocks here seem to be attached to so many different people's lives. Through the hands of human ingenuity, the stones here are turned into artwork. And hidden behind the grey stone fences, the earthened houses of the Hmong create a mysterious scene in the high mountains. The Hmong are one of the earliest ethnic groups to adopt the custom of the building rock fences, and theirs are very well built.
Những đá này thì mình có thể là nhạc được, xếp từ thành bậc nhiều quá, nên là toàn đá. Nhặt lên. Nào, anh mình nhặt lên đi, nhặt đá lên để xếp bậc. Vâng. Nào, cần những đá to này vào. Này. Đây, xếp thật thẳng vào nhé. Có những lỗ mà có hở ra thì mình phải cho thêm vào nhé.
Okay.
Vâng.
So now I have to build the rest of this wall by myself and see if I can live up to the Hmong people here in the mountains. Having said that, the stone building it's very similar, even from where I'm from in Ireland. They build walls very similar to this, but definitely here, the very top of the mountains, it's much more treacherous, much more extreme. So I'm going to help Zah and help him fix this fence. To make every stone, make sure it is sturdy so it won't fall, so that if I'm stepping on it, the wall won't come down. Whoa. Even already I'm sweating because it's very hot at the top of the mountain. so I've put my last rock onto the fence. Not quite finished, but I'm happy with the work I've done today. It's a lot tougher than it looks, and yeah, I'm not jealous of the workload that they put in every single day, but I'm very happy with what I've done, so mission complete. So I've just finished a long, hard day's work here with the Hmong people in their village. I'm very, very happy. I'm proud of what I've done. But Mr. Zha has invited me in to try some of the special tea, and I'm really, really excited to try it. It's going to be special, so let's try. Yeah, xin chào Zha.
Vâng, chào anh. Anh đây là máy đại, anh giúp hộ em ạ.
Of course, yes.
Nào rồi, thang ấy ạ. Vâng, để anh xuống. Đây, đây. Này, mình bóc vỏ đây. Đây là bắp ngô. Và mình lấy trên gác về, xong là mình bóc vỏ thế này.
Okay. Wow.
Đó. Xong đó là bỏ cái vỏ này ra. Mình bóc cái vỏ này, xong mình cho vào cái này. Đây. Xong đó là xong tiếp là mình cho vào đây. Đấy. Anh sang bên đây hộ anh với. Xong là mình tiếp tục quay nhẹ vào. Đấy.
Wow. So fast.
Rồi. Anh ngồi bên đây ạ.
Okay. So, a quick way, quick method of processing the corn, super fast, and it comes out just like that.
Vâng.
So easy,
Yeah.
so quick.
Corn is an important source of energy, and it's an important daily meal for many of the locals, and is known as men men, or steam ground maize, which is cooked by steaming corn powder. This is also the most popular and typical dish of the Hmong people. To make men men, the Hmong people have to follow a picky recipe with various steps. After being harvested, the corn will first be separated from the cob like this.
Cái mà hạt mà nó tốt ấy thì có thể là bỏ cái này ra.
Oh yeah.
Có sau đấy.
And before this machine was invented, how did you do this?
Chưa có cái máy tế này thì mình dùng vào tay. Xong mình xoay thế này. Đấy. Xoay quay vòng cái này. Xong mình đổ thêm. Đấy. Nó hơi chậm. Mình làm này chậm. Và 2-3 người thì làm cũng kịp được. Làm được.
After getting enough corn for the meal, we quickly move on to the next step, which requires a lot more human strength and power.
Ôi. Thôi rồi, bỏ ra cái này. Đây mình có thể là cho hạt vào xuống với vút mình quay. Đấy. Ôi, chưa quên một phát là một lúc rồi sẽ có thể quên được. Đấy, nhẹ. Ôi giời. Làm thế cũng mệt đấy.
Yeah.
Mệt.
You definitely beat the gym.
Rồi.
Zhang instructed me how to grind the corn and to screen them to remove big corn kernels and shells. Today, many Hmong families use machines for this step, but Zhang still uses the stone grinders to grind corn by hand and to continue the traditional recipe.
So I'm sweating again with the Hmong family out in the mountains. It's very hard work out here. Everything we've done so far today, I found really tough. It's been really tough work. So I know that their lives, they're definitely very, very hardworking people. The corn is almost all ground. So lucky for me, I get to stop soon. So, after this process, how is it prepared for eating?
Mình bớt cái hàn to mình bớt sang một bên, xong mình lấy cái hàn nhỏ vào mình đúc vào, xong là sau đó mình trộn đều, trộn đều vào nước, còn cho ít nước vào, xong là mình xào xong rồi cho vào bình.
So Za is satisfied with my work, which makes me very, very happy, and we're ready to go to the next process in making this food. So, let's go.
Như thì trước khi mình làm thì mình cho vào xào xong là mình đậu nhé. Đây nhá, anh quay nhé.
Ah,
Chưa?
like a sieve.
Vâng. Xong sau đó là mình trộn nước vào, cho nước vào. Đấy. Rồi. Đấy.
So now I'm going to try and follow Za's instructions and make my own men. Hopefully it will turn out just as nice as his.
Ground corn is then mixed with a little water. With this experience, Zhang makes sure he added just enough water so the mixture is not too dry or not too wet, making sure the men is soft yet not too watery. The mixture is then steamed twice in the melting pot, and the timing depends on the type of corn. If we use young corn, then the men should be cooked for about 20 minutes. If it's old corn, then it takes longer. After being steamed for the first time, a little bit of water will then be added, and the Hmong people will use their hands to stir the mixture evenly. After being steamed twice, the men is ready to serve.
It's really, really good, especially when so much hard work went into making it. It tastes even better. The texture is still very, very fine. And as Zaz said, not too much water. It doesn't make it too hard. I've never tasted anything like this. It's very hard to describe, but it has a very distinct taste, and it's absolutely delicious.
Nấu như thế là vừa đấy.
Xin cảm ơn Zaz.
Yeah.
Cooked men often served with soups such as bone broth and pumpkin soup. The meal is also the time when the whole family gathers in a cozy and bonding atmosphere.
I've done some traveling around the country, and this time it's been completely different. I've got to really integrate more than I ever thought I would, and I've enjoyed every last minute of it. So we're here in the Phum commune of the Hoang Su Phi district to visit the La Chi people. They craft lots of cotton farming up here, which is absolutely amazing to see, and I'm very excited. So they manage to grow, harvest, and even produce cotton clothing. I can notice already that the Hmong tribes people's houses are very similar, as they're built higher off the ground, and I can't wait to find out more. Let's go.
Similar to the Hmong people, the La Chi people also live in the high mountain areas. However, natural conditions have given them the other raw materials, forming the traditional craft of cotton making and weaving. In modern life, though the appearance of the different types of cloth, the Lachi women still maintain the culture of weaving and sewing clothes from cotton materials for family members, creating the unique identity and brand of the Lachi women.
As you can see here, these tools are very, very unique. I've never seen anything like it before. It almost looks like a musical instrument, but clearly it's not. I'm very interested to know some more. Cotton clothes are famous and are worn all over the world, except the methods of making the cotton clothes is very much an unknown. Even more so for the Lachi people here in the Hong Sufi and the west side of Hà Giang province. This stage of the process is one of the most important, and it's very interesting to see how it's done. Lanchi, can you show me how to make the cotton like this?
Em muốn vào thử à? Vâng, em muốn vào thử thì em hướng sang bên này đi. Chị hướng dẫn em làm. Vào đây.
Okay.
Em ngồi đây. Này, em cầm vào đây. Đấy, cầm thẳng vào đây thì xong là đập chứ. Đấy. Em đập mạnh mạnh một tí thì nó mới bật bông, nó mới bật được. Nếu mà đập nhẹ thì nó lại không, bông nó không bay được. Là không thành bông không bật được ấy. Bông nó bay là được rồi đấy, mịn rồi đấy. Xong này chạm xuống dưới để cho nó bay. Chạm vào bông thì nó mới bay.
Okay. It's difficult, very, very difficult. Whew.
Đấy, khó lắm, em thấy mệt không? Thấy khó không? Đấy, dân tộc là chỉ là thế đấy.
So, this is just one of the first processes of making cotton clothes, and I'm already very, very tired. It's very, very difficult, and I hope I can make it to the end.
It's not the cotton harvest season in the Fung commune. The Lachi people have just planted the cotton in January and in February. However, they had enough cotton stock from last year to make clothes while waiting for the next harvest. The process of making cotton clothes of the Lachi people are very sophisticated. But what's even more impressive to me is that the whole process is mostly handcrafted using very old-fashioned tools.
So we're here with the Lachi tribes people at one of their local households, and I can tell you it's an absolutely spectacular view from here. One of their traditions is weaving, and we're going to learn some of their techniques today. This, the ground floor is so low, especially I think maybe I'm just too tall. Xin chào Lan. So can you tell me, why is it that you put the weaving machine on the ground floor?
Để đây thì vừa tiện đi lại, nó tiện chỗ đặt ở đây thì nó im hơn. Để trên nhà thì cồng cành, với đặt ở đây nó gọn hơn, gọn nhà.
And how long would it take for maybe to get a shirt made, one big enough for me?
Có làm cái để làm nên một cái áo đấy thì cũng phải từ lúc dìa đến khi nhuộm vải xong mới lại cắt áo phải làm là cũng gần hết một tháng thì mới được một bộ áo.
And can you show me some techniques of how to use the machine?
Cái này cũng không khó lắm đâu mà. Em vào học.
Okay. Oh, I think the machine is a little small, but I'll give it my best shot.
Ở đây xong em dám trên vào đây.
I think I'm a little too big for this machine. Wow, it's very difficult to put them all through.
Đấy, em dám trên bên này xong em xỏ cái này xuống dưới kia. Xỏ thẳng sang bên kia.
Like this?
Vâng. Xong em dám cái trên kia xuống. Đấy, đúng rồi.
That?
Sao lại xỏ sang bên này? Đây, lại dám trên bên này xuống thì mới lại kéo cái này sang. Thế bạn xem, bên này là nét của nó khác, chỗ này là khác luôn, vì bạn chỉ vừa mới học đấy, và vừa mới vào học nên là bạn chưa được chuẩn lắm, chưa được diệt chuẩn như của các chị thì từng làm quen rồi, nên là cái này nó khác hơn. Chất lượng của nó cũng đẹp hơn. Cái này
Xin lỗi Lan.
không sao. Cái này là mình học để biết mà, không sao.
It's not easy at all. It's very, very difficult. It actually requires a lot of strength to be able to pull it back and forward and be able to to be able to weave it so close together. And even with your feet for the pedals, you need to push them as strong as possible to make a big gap to be able to put this through.
The Lachi people have a very special love for their traditional costumes. They wear traditional clothes anytime, anywhere, during festivals or even on regular days. And this really inspires in me a great deal of respect for them.
So my time here with the Lachi tribe is finished, and it was an eye-opening experience. Even though I didn't finish my weaving or making of cotton clothes, they very kindly gave me this traditional outfit to wear. I will take it on my journey on all my new experiences across Vietnam. But for now, I'm going to have to say thank you for joining us and goodbye for now.